week, kind of jumping a little ahead here, we have our second proctored exam. That exam is primarily on chapters 3 and 6, right?
Yes, it should be the material that we're just going over right now.
Yep.
So it's 3 and 6.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. And then you go right into the exam. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
the first exam was a little bit delayed, if you will, from the beginning of the semester. Then after this, about every 2 weeks, you're going to be hitting an exam until you get to the final. You got 4 more exams to do in 9 weeks.
Yep. Hey, look, we're almost at the halfway point there.
Yeah, I know.
So close.
Next Saturday is halfway point.
Yep. Yeah. So
Light
this
at the end of
exam
the
is
tunnel.
coming quick.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that you're moving from basic accounting principles to more accounting transactional fundamentals. Once you get done with this, I think 6, what's 6? Chapter 3, chapter 6.
Ethics is 6.
Ethics is 6. Yeah, okay, so 3, 6. So by the time you get done with 6, these will be basically your fundamentals, your accounting basics and your fundamental transactional processes. And then in 4, 5, 7, and 8, you get into actual business processes, right? How do you buy and sell stuff and record the transactions associated with those? And then the last one is assets and liabilities. But these are, how do you take on debt and pay off debt? How do you buy equipment and depreciate it? But these ones right here are how do you buy stuff and then sell it?
All right.
Buy,
So I have a
and sell.
question about the week 6 ethics assignment.
Yes.
Okay. I got your video queued up. I'm gonna be watching it as soon as we're done with this.
Same.
Down below where it says paragraph 3, how to adjust, it says once sentence. Is that once supposed to be a 1?
Oh, yeah, thanks. I'll change that.
Yeah, 1 sentence with a journal entry view.
Yep.
Okay.
1 sentence. It's pretty easy.
Cool.
Okay.
You basically say, this is what should have been done, right? In this one, this is what should have been done. And in this last one, this is how I would adjust it in, the current period, whatever. That is the sentence. How to adjust. 1 sentence is what are you going to do? So like in this case, let me be nice. As nice as I can be.
Brian, I can't write you a 5-page novel.
So mean.
No
You
novels.
really want to.
If you write me a paragraph or 2, I will shoot it down almost immediately because remember, this is somewhat prep for business world, right? And the reality is managers and senior leadership do not want novels. They want to know exactly what you want immediately and to be able to respond to it and get done. And the accounting manager is worse.
When I have a 30-minute presentation to do on credit cards for the military, if I can't capture my audience within the first 30 seconds,
yeah,
I've lost everybody.
That's right. They're like, well, you're wasting my time. So
Same
don't waste my
every
time
day.
when you're doing this ethics paper, and I'm trying to get you to do it nice and concise, clear and quick. So,
Awesome.
okay, so subscriptions, right? We went back to subscriptions. This is the subscription. In fact, oh, by the way, I think I've laid it out for you already in a lot of ways. The difference is going to be that somewhere in this, okay, let me just copy this, move or copy. So, those that watch these videos get a leg up. This is what should have happened, right? Because I did this. But unfortunately, somebody, and let me just bring this over. Okay, so somebody on, I think this was like 12, let's say 15, 2022. Okay, some in December when they received the cash, instead of recording it to unearned revenue, they recorded it to revenue. Basic problem, right? It's not been earned yet. So you have everything in front of you right now on the screen to get from where this is what happened, what
Needs to be
should
done.
have happened. The only missing question is what do you need to do to adjust it?
How do you
Right?
get there?
How do you get from here? No, yeah, how do you get from what you did to what you should have done? Now the answer should be obvious, but because I'm gonna be nice to those that are gonna watch this, the obvious answer is it could be there's a couple of scenarios for this or solutions. I'm just gonna give you one. The option, the obvious answer is to reverse it and put in a new one, but there's a simplified version of that.
So I have a question about that, Brian. Where you're going with this, do you reverse the entire transaction, cash and revenue, or do you only reverse the revenue, the one that's incorrect?
That I just did it right there.
Okay.
Right?
Simplest
There
is
you go.
easiest and the best.
This is what should have happened, right? So if I just took this and copied it, if I just did, this is what should have happened, and this is what did happen. Okay. Now, the only issue here is you have the $1,200 on the debit and credit side. So you have to decide, okay, well, what do I do? Well, this should have happened. So this was the easy part. And then I just have to reverse this out. So that means I need to take it to the other side. So that's another way of
That's
looking
it.
at it.
Okay, so you don't have to reverse the entire history. You
No.
just have to reverse or undo only what was done incorrectly.
Yep. This
Got
is
it.
what this so
It
this
was
is
so
what
much
you
easier
gotta
than I
do.
was thinking.
So, okay, what happened? What should have happened? How to correct? And what does it look like in the future? All 4 journal entries are right here on this screen right now to satisfy this thing. And all you have to do is put a couple sentences on this one and then quick little, sentences on these 3 and then finish it off. And what are you going to say? Mr. Accounting Manager, please review and approve. Now, how simple can that be?
So this is why it is so important for the class members to watch these weekly videos all the way to the end.
Yes.
I learn from these every week, so agree.
This is probably the most simple assignment ever, but it becomes very complicated because some people will write me an ethics essay describing why the company was unethical to do this, when in reality that was probably never the intent. Why they should go to jail. I don't care that they don't need to go to jail. I'm the accounting manager. Why should I go to jail for something that somebody accidentally did? Right? This is called an ethics assignment only because I don't know why. It's really just an application of what you're currently learning about adjusting entries and walking through somebody what happened, what should have happened, the adjustment, and any future adjustments that need to happen as a result.
For me, Brian, you just put this so much into perspective because what I do for the military with credit card stuff, I'm constantly looking at commingling of funds, Anti-Deficiency Act violations, people actually committing fraud with credit cards and stuff. The one thing that you just said just brought this all into perspective for me was a lot of times this was literally an accounting mistake. It wasn't that somebody was actually trying to commit fraud. And I
Right.
think too many times we're too quick to point the finger at somebody to say, why'd you do this? You need to be fired. You need to be imprisoned. You need to be fined. When it was just a simple, I put the amount in the wrong field.
And it happens all the time.
Yep.
That's why we make adjustments all the time. We review the accounts to see if there's anything wrong. We make the adjustment, we move forward. There are times when there is fraudulent activity, but that's a different scope of work, not associated with this class, right? We're primarily focused on how do you record the entries and how do you adjust them if they're incorrect, right? Really basic, simple stuff. And when it comes to accounting. And so that's all I'm trying to do on these 2 assignments that are called ethics assignments, is just give you the structure and make it super simple for you. So if you follow this formula, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're done. It'd probably take you 5 to 10 minutes. If you watch this video, it'll probably take you less. So I hope that helps.
All right. So what week is our second ethics assignment?
I think it's 9 or 10.
All right. So 6 is 1.
11. We have ethics assignment 2.
Okay. By the way, Brian, I'm in new territory. I've made it farther than I've made it in the other two times that I've gone through this class.
Yeah.
I say whoops, yay.
Woo woo! I'm trudging forward. I'm making it this time.
That's good.
Yeah,
Hopefully
these
nothing
are-
keeps you out.
Yes, you're doing great, Todd. And so, by the way, just for those that think somehow I'm not fair to people, Todd, is a prime example where I apply the same rules to him as I apply to anybody else, and so he's had to take it a couple of times.
Yep.
But that's just life circumstances, and that's just what happens. We can't overcome those sometimes, and I don't begrudge or try to belittle anybody for that. I just try to support them through it and see if we can find a way to get.
And I will say this, after a year of taking this class, Brian, 3 semesters,
Yeah.
you have been phenomenal in supporting not just the class, but in supporting me, even when the times when I was struggling or just had to bow out because life got in the way. You were always there. Can I help you? Is there anything that I can do? And I so appreciate you for that.
Well, thanks.
So you can just send the $20 to my PayPal.
Not $20 chocolates, remember.
There you
Chocolate.
go.
Where'd those chocolates
Chocolate.
go? Oh, here they are. Here's the chocolates. My personal favorites are Dove. You feel free to send them my way. But
Perfect.
okay. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Let me know if you have any questions along the way.
Oh, there was one other question that I was reading about the assignment.
Mhm.
It says that you can re-enter after receiving feedback from the instructor, but I'm assuming that's as long as you submitted it, not at the cutoff.
No, actually, these 2 assignments are one of the few. As long as you get them to me on time, I will provide a review, and you may submit them anytime after that, and I will regrade.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Yes. One of the few. The presentations are the other, where I have a little bit of leeway. And so this one definitely, take your first shot. Hopefully you don't only have to do it once. But if you don't quite get it right and I don't give you full grade, you can take my feedback, modify the memo, send it back to me, and I'll regrade it.
Okay, so class members, watch the video to the end. You should get it the first time through.
Yeah, you should.
We shall see.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Well, have a great week.
Thank you, Brian. And I already sent you an email too.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'll reply.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much. This is wonderful. Have a
You
good
bet.
one.
Bye, Mary.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye,
Time to
Todd.
play some games.